So I want to briefly cover the projections and milestones for just the first and the second year. After doing some research, we found that 1.2 million tourists go from America to China every year. 1.2 million, that's a massive market, massive market. So we estimated very conservatively, if we just captured 5% of that entire market, that would be around 62,000 individuals, and if we sold one pack for $14 to each of those individuals, that would come out to be around $917,000. Again, 5% is a very conservative number. We think we can do more, but we want to start low. So $917,000. Of that, about 30% the cost of goods sold is $327,000. Other production expenses is around $6,000. So the total cost of sales is $333,500. Our gross margin for year one is $583,000, and the gross margin percent is 63.6%, and this was right around what we were looking for. We're aiming for 60%, so that's just fine. Our startup expenses, this is not really rebranding of a product, but it's repositioning of a company. The previous mission goal was to educate the market on the harms of allergies and how beneficial this product would be for individuals that have allergies outside. Put the strip on your nose, you don't have pollen, things like that, affecting you during the spring season. Well, we want to reposition. We want to attack pollution, especially in China, where it's killing thousands and thousands of people every year. So pollution, that's what we're going after right now. We want to change things up a little bit. Last but not least, here we have our operating expenses. Our utilities, they'll fluctuate a little bit month by month, but it's going to be around $6,000. Our rent, it's a flat rate for the next 5 years. We've got that contracted out here in the United States at our warehouse. It's going to be about $120,000 a year. Salary for our employees in the warehouse, we have 10 employees. That's going to be about $216,000. So our total operating expense is going to be around $342,000. Now, this does not include salaries for the 5 execs. That's because we're not taking salaries. We're not going to take salaries until we are completely profitable, which, as you can see down here at the bottom, we do not predict to be profitable in our first year. Like most startups, like most companies that are repositioning or trying to remarket, rebrand, you'll have a deficit in your first year. We're projecting to have about an $8,500 deficit, and then after year 2, we'll have a $8,175 profit. Again, these are all very conservative numbers. I believe, and we as a team believe, we will see much more growth, but just for the sake of our presentation, our financial presentation, we wanted to stick with 5% growth each year. So why invest? Charlie's going to come touch on that, but briefly, to talk to the investors, what we're asking for is $1 million for 10% equity in this company. That $1 million would go towards marketing, helping us enter into new markets, and eventually move into China and grow internationally. Charlie, if you want to summarize for us.
So why should you invest in us? We are a proprietary, innovative, and new way of thinking about attacking the pollution problem. We are already projecting to make a profit in our second year, and there's a huge upside with this product. Not only does it make it more attractive for tourists visiting China, but then later on, once we expand into the Chinese market, it creates a higher standard of living and just a better lifestyle for the Chinese people. So this is a great product, and you should invest in us.
Hey Charlie, are you still breathing?
I am still breathing.
Well, here's a real question. Are you still breathing?